there, Allison, Aaron, and Steve. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Here's your video lesson. Let's see here. 3 things I want to talk about. I'll talk about those 3 things. And as usual, if you have questions, feel free to send them on over to me. I'm more than happy to answer. So let's get to it. So I'm going to go over first G scale / perpetual motion. We should still be kind of keeping it in the, even though we're doing kind of Bought Me a Cat right now. I'll talk about that in a second. It's still good to kind of maybe still keep working on those fragments for perpetual motion while we get those G scale skills up to par. For the G scale, making sure that we do the ninja style. See if you can play that without looking, just like I'm doing right now. Right. So making sure that we're still practicing the G scale forwards and backwards, because that perpetual motion, it is a tricky piece and is kind of like the midterm exam for the first book. So it always takes a little bit of time to get this piece. There's so many different parts to it. What I would do is, like I said last time, I think you were in according to my notes, was that doing little 4-note cells, not trying to overload him. Remember, really small bites with this stuff. I would actually start with that high part in the descending figure. And then we talked before, but really using lyrics to remember where you are in the melody. If he's singing it, that's going to help engage him with like what he's actually doing. So if he makes up lyrics about, I think we were talking, making up lyrics about Dad. Da, 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 Dad is so great, right? I don't know which ones he came up with, but let's say it's something like that. So Dad is so great. See, he's actually engaged in the melody, so rather than being like a dexterity exercise, he's trying to make that connection between his inner ear and his fingers, so that way when he thinks a melody, he'll come out this way, right? Right, so do that first. G, F sharp, E, E, Dad is so great. Once he gets that down, Dad is so great, Dad is so great, right? And then put those 2 together. Right? That's what I would do with the G scale and perpetual motion. Number 2 is Bought Me a Cat. Unfortunately, I just don't know how it's going, so I'll assume it's going well, and I'll make sure to focus on that for next time. If you want to send a video over of Aaron playing through that when you guys are back in town, I'd be more than happy to take a look, so that we can give you some more concrete advice rather than just some general things that usually do happen. But I'll plan on hearing Bought Me a Cat for next time, or I think we had the first line down. So get the first line down, and then I'll start working with him on the second line if you haven't done so already. Like I said, if you want, I'll take a look at where it sits. Next thing is horizontal hand. This is setting up another technique we're going to need after perpetual motion, so we're going to start working on it now. It looks like this. I feel like we mentioned it, but I went back and looked through some of my notes and I didn't see me going over it other than just making sure I mentioned it in an upcoming lesson, which is now. So the way to set that up is you actually have your hand turn horizontal, making sure that your hand is kind of really close to the fretboard in this. So you don't want to be out this way, you want to have that hand turned and aligned with the fretboard. Take the ring finger. You're going to take that and you're going to put it right on the 4th string on the 4th fret. I'm going to call it F sharp. All you're going to do is bring the hand down, and then you bring the hand up, sorry. Drop the hand, bring the hand up, down, and bring that ring finger up. Ring finger is nice and tall, and no one else is down. It's just the ring finger. So just getting used to putting that finger on there and having your hand turn horizontal. You're probably going to see a lot of this. Just turn, bring the elbow into the body, and that'll help align that hand along with the fretboard. Cool, work on those 3 things for me. Like I said, if you want me to take a look at Bought Me a Cat or anything else, let me know from my way. If not, I will see you on Saturday. Take care.